Hey guys, welcome back to Guru Beauty. This is Jodie. Hope you're having a great day. I've had several requests since I started making videos here about where I get my stuff from. As you all know, there's a lot of brands that we see on YouTube that are not available in Australia as readily as they may be in other countries. So I wanted to share with you where I get some of those products, as well as the products that we can find in Australia and other countries that are available elsewhere, usually online, for prices that are a lot cheaper. I will also let you know some of these sites I have not used, but they have come very well recommended by other viewers or trustworthy sources, maybe friends or family that I know who have used those sites as well, and I will let you know which sites I've used and which sites I haven't. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to pop a comment down below. And also, even more importantly, part of what makes YouTube so wonderful is this beauty community. I always go on about commenting and how I love to hear from you, but also help your fellow viewers. If you have anything to add or any experiences with any of these websites that you would like to make us aware of, please let us know. Any additional comments to make or websites. I learned some of these websites from you guys, my viewers, so thank you very much for that, and keep those suggestions coming if I have forgotten anything, because I certainly, this is just my experiences and there's a lot more resources out there. So if you would care to comment to help out other viewers, please do. And if you're viewing and you're interested, make sure you do read the comments, because there will be some good suggestions. I am absolutely sure of it from knowing my viewers. There's a lot of great knowledge out there and they're a great resource. So without further ado, I've just got my little notes here next to me about where to start. So I'm going to start with NARS. NARS is a really popular brand. It's one of the higher end brands. You can find it here in Australia. The only place I know of that sells it is Mecca Cosmetica, and they'll sell a NARS blush, just your regular NARS blush, for around 49 Australian dollars. So this here is a NARS blush, the Exhibit A, excuse the mirror. You can buy these cheaper. I can't bring myself to pay $49 for a blush, so I have found through, again, some viewers here on YouTube, that you can pick up NARS on kissandmakeupny.com. It's a little store, I think, based in New York. They sell NARS for the genuine regular retail price. So for example, you might pay $49 for a NARS blush here at Mecca Cosmetica in Australia. You can get this from Kiss and Makeup New York for $26 US. Right now that would be a little bit less in Australian dollars. They do have pretty much the full NARS line, so you'll find NARS multiples in all the different colors, all the illuminators, the highlighters. There's your NARS Albatross. You'll find Laguna, NARS, all the lip pencils, lipsticks, powders, foundations, sheer glow, everything you know and love and hear about NARS. You can find it at kissandmakeupny.com. They do ship internationally, and what I really love about them is that they have a flat shipping rate. That's $9.95, and that to me is an absolute bargain for shipping from the US to Australia or anywhere else in the world. I would thoroughly recommend kissandmakeupny.com. While I'm talking about them, I will just mention another price comparison. For example, the full size multiple here in Australia, you'd pay $79 versus $39 US for a full size multiple from that same store. Kiss and Makeup also sell the Beauty Blender, Clarisonic. If you can get the Clarisonic shipped over for $9.95, I did. I gave it to my mum for Mother's Day. And just keep in mind that it will take 240 volts, so you don't need a converter, but you will need a plug adapter, which you can pick up for, like $10, just so that your plug pins actually fit into an outlet. So you can get your Clarisonic there. You can get pretty much the full line, from what I can tell, of Laura Mercier. They sell the Model in a Bottle, Smashbox, and lots of other brands as well, including Bonds No. 9. If you do see any of Lisa D1's video about Bonds No. 9, you can get that there at kissandmakeupny.com. You can also get NARS from ASOS.com, but I don't believe they ship any NARS products to Australia. So I am mentioning it because their prices are still less than Australian prices. They're not as cheap as kissandmakeupny.com, but if you do have friends or relatives in the UK or Ireland, I believe they will ship NARS too. You can have obviously those products shipped to those friends and still get your NARS fix without paying the arm and the leg that we have to here in the retail stores. So next is Urban Decay. How much do we hear about Urban Decay on YouTube? It's unbelievable. The infamous Urban Decay Naked Palette, the books of shadows, the beautiful 24/7 Glide-On pencils in Zero and Bourbon, and the 15-year anniversary sets that's just come out, the eyeshadow palette. We're soon to see the Book of Shadows #4. You can get Urban Decay from various places if you do live in Australia. So one of the places that has been recommended to me is let me see, Beauty Bay. So Beauty Bay is a place that I have not bought Urban Decay from. In fact, I think I just get my sister to send over Urban Decay from America, but you can get pretty much the whole line, I believe, from beautybay.com. Just for some price comparisons, they'll sell the 24/7 Glide-On pencils for $20.50 Australian. They sell that big squeezy tube of Urban Decay Primer Potion for $22.80. The Naked Palette is available in stock for $50.30. Keep in mind that's the new Naked Palette that has the brush instead of the dual-ended pencil. And Beauty Bay also do sell Illamasqua, Gemma Kid, Stila. The lip glazes from there are $21.20 as opposed to $50 at Mecca Cosmetica. They do also sell Too Faced, Ardell, Bare Essentials, Cargo, Clinique, Essie. You'll pay $11.40 for a bottle of Essie, and OPI nail polish as well. And obviously you will have to you know, allow for shipping on top of that as well from Beauty Bay. So another product that I get questions about, where do I get them from, is the Ardell lashes. Ardell lashes, I love those as far as fake lashes go. I haven't tried a whole gamut of brands, but I really like the Ardell. They have a wide variety, and yeah, I really like them. You can get some Ardell on crushcosmetics.com.au. Anyone who's living elsewhere than Australia, you can order from crushcosmetics.com.au. They do ship internationally. That's worth knowing because of the sleek cosmetics that I'm going to mention in a little bit. So one of my favorites, as used quite a lot by Pink So Foxy, Christine there, are the Demi Wispies. I recently got these while we're speaking about Ardell from eBay, and the seller that I used on eBay, I got 4 pairs of these Demi Wispies for $20 including shipping, so $5 a pack, which is pretty good. I got those from a seller called Makeup_Nation. So I'll put all the links to everything down below so that you can just click on links if you have any questions. And they had over 2,000 transactions with 100% feedback. So that is a thumbs up in my book. I feel pretty good ordering from someone with that kind of record. So that is Ardell. You can get those online from a lot of different places, as well as the Duo Glue. So for example, on Beauty Bay, these Demi Wispies, you can buy a twin pack for $12 Australian and the Duo Glue for $10.60. That's not bad. Now on to MAC. So we all know how much we pay for MAC in Australia. It's out of this world. It really is. Out of this world. So places that I get MAC cosmetics are more your sorts of seconds factory outlet kind of sites online, and the two that come to mind for MAC are strawberrynet.com.au. I think it is strawberrynet.com anyway. You can link to the Australian website, and they do sell, you know, it's sort of odds and ends. If you're looking for something in particular, you may find that you're disappointed because they certainly don't sell the whole range of MAC cosmetics. It's just like seconds, and you know, if they have older stock that they're trying to get rid of, it is genuine. So I have certainly bought things. They do have eyeshadows in the actual pan, the refill pan. That's sort of what I like. I like to keep them in my Z palette. You'll find the odd, you know, lipsticks and lip glosses from strawberrynet.com, and also the other place where I get my MAC from online, if not a MAC store or from a friend who's happy to send it, is allcosmeticswholesale.com. Allcosmeticswholesale.com is based in the States, but they also have odds and ends, and probably more products, I would say, than strawberrynet.com, probably. But you know, I picked up like this Dazzle Glass. They do have a lot of different MAC products on there, and they do ship internationally. So I would recommend allcosmeticswholesale.com as well for MAC. Other than that, I would not recommend eBay. I'm quite a prolific eBay user. I do not mind. I'll talk a little bit more about eBay towards the end, but I would not trust eBay for MAC cosmetics. I'll put that out there. So a few of the kind of down the lower end now, lower end prices, but still pretty good quality brands that we hear about on YouTube, like e.l.f. So I'll start with e.l.f. Some of the things that you might want to be interested in from e.l.f. are like their little eyeshadow quads. I know the Americans pay $1 for each of those at Target. All their bronzers. I know Emily Noel did a tutorial recently, a back to school tutorial, I think, using this warm bronzer as a blush, an eyeshadow, a bronzer, highlight, everything. So their bronzers, they have beautiful line of blushes, really awesome. That Candid Coral color is meant to be a dupe for Orgasm, but they have lots of nice, I think my favorite is Peach or Peachy from e.l.f. Little dupe for Albatross, they've got a glow blush, and of course their brushes. We hear all the time about the e.l.f. brushes, including the e.l.f. powder brush there, which is great for liquid foundations and powders. Nice dense brush for sort of heavier coverage. You can pick up e.l.f. at several places from Australia. You can get it from elfcosmetics.com.au. Now they now do have an Australian website, which is growing. They're adding more and more products to that virtually every day, but they're not always the cheapest. So you can also within Australia online get e.l.f. from crushcosmetics.com.au. Sometimes they're cheaper in products than the e.l.f. Australian website, or vice versa. You need to sort of just shop around a little bit. But neither have the whole range. One of the frustrations I have with Crush Cosmetics is that they're frequently out of stock of products, and they certainly don't stock the whole range of, you know, itty brand that they do have. You can also get e.l.f. from nonpareilboutique.com. As I've mentioned before, that is an American website. Really like Nonpareil Boutique. They do stock some other of these drugstore brands I'm about to show you. So after e.l.f. we'll go to Wet n Wild. So some of the things we hear about from Wet n Wild, they have a black gel eyeliner that's recommended. And really though, it's their eyeshadow palette. So whether it's their Colour Icon Trios, their Colour Icon 6-pan palettes, which I believe are discontinued, but they were available in limited edition sort of holiday ranges and non-holiday ranges, and their 8-pan palettes that we hear about all the time, that's the Comfort Zone. Awesome eyeshadows. I also like the singles. You'll hear me talk all the time about the Brulee Colour Icon eyeshadow single. And so you can get Wet n Wild from the same places I named pretty much. crushcosmetics.com.au, nonpareilboutique.com. I have gotten quite a bit of my Wet n Wild palettes online on eBay, and you know, very, very happy with who I've used there. I'll try and remember to put the link down below who I've used for my Wet n Wild palettes. NYX is another brand that we hear about all the time. Some of the things we hear about from NYX are their blushes. This is their Dusty Rose blush that I really like. Their single eyeshadows. They have their, you know, eyeshadow trios, their 5 eyeshadow palettes, their 10-pan eyeshadow palettes. They're gorgeous. Wayne Goss just did a video about the 10-pan ones. They're awesome. Their round lipsticks. Their Mega Shine lip glosses, we see those all the time there, and we see these all the time too. They're jumbo eye pencils, and they're all awesome products. Very reasonable pricing, but you can't really find them in stores in Australia, apart from that one little kiosk that I saw at the Chatswood Mall. That's the only place I've ever seen them in Australia. You can get NYX at all the same places that I mentioned for Wet n Wild and e.l.f. So yeah, all those places I already named. But I also have gotten NYX from eBay, and I've been very happy with the seller I've used there. Golden Factory Ink. They've had over 1,600 transactions, 99.7% positive feedback. I got like 4 of these Mega Shine lip glosses for, gosh, I think around probably $10 or $11, something like that. I got something like 4 of the round lipsticks. You can choose any 4 of the round lipsticks for $8.60 plus $3.30 shipping and handling. They have on offer, you can get 3 jumbo pencils for $12 shipped, including shipping. And that same seller on eBay, Golden Factory Ink, also do red cherry lashes, for example. 3 pairs for $12, including shipping to Australia. So I would recommend Golden Factory Ink on eBay as well for NYX. Also MILANI, again available from the same places, Crush Cosmetics, Cherry Culture, Nonpareil Boutique, those places. So MILANI, I love, love, love. You hear me talk all the time about the MILANI baked blushes. Love them. You hear Emily Noel talk about the MILANI regular powder blush in Luminous, and Mai Tai, I think, is one of her favorites, at least from last year. The MILANI Liquify eyeliner pencils that are meant to last all day, just awesome, thick, creamy, pigmented color. You can pick up MILANI from all those same websites I named. So I do want to mention as well, before I get this up, I will upload this one in a hurry, that from August 25th to the 28th, cherryculture.com, which is based in America, they have 20% off everything in store right now. So it ends on August the 28th. America is 12 hours behind Perth, so probably 14 hours behind Sydney. So you've got until a little bit into August 29th, but don't push it because they might be out of stock. Sign up to these websites, emailing lists too, and they will email you deals all the time. So you will get 20% off emails, you know, on quite a regular basis. Don't be afraid to sign up to emailing lists. So also Sleek is another brand that we hear quite a bit about. What I like about Sleek, and what I have, is a couple of their I Divine palettes. This is their palette in Sunset. Really like that. And I also have the Storm palette. Also, you hear really good things about Sleek blushes. I know Pixie Two Woo uses their Contour palette duo quite a lot. They have a new product that looks like OCC lip tars. I haven't tried them, but go to sleekmakeup.com, I think it is, and they have a new product called Pout Paint, and it looks just like OCC lip tars at probably a lower price point, I would imagine, knowing Sleek. And they've got coming out in September an Au Naturel collection, and the eyeshadow palette looks lovely, like it might be there to compete a little bit with the Naked palette. Very interesting to see, but obviously at quite a lower price point. Sleekmakeup.com, they do ship internationally. To Australia, I think it's about $13.50 to ship. And you can also get Sleek from crushcosmetics.com.au, and all you international viewers, be aware that that is an Australian website, but they do ship internationally as well. EOS is another brand that you may have difficulty getting in Australia, and I do get questions about where to find that. So EOS, primarily you'll hear about these little lip balm balls, and I got mine from eBay recently. I got this duo with the strawberry and the passion fruit. I really like it, but also you can go to the website addictedtolipbalm.com.au, and they are offering 10% off your first order. I paid on eBay $13.99 for a 2-pack, which I thought was pretty reasonable. Sigma brushes, another one. I'm sure you're all familiar with Sigma. Some of my favorites are the Sigmax, the really dense synthetic fiber brushes. Love their tapered highlighter. I have a couple of those, and their imitation of the 217, which now is called the E25. I love Sigma. I do have my link to Sigma down below in the description bar. I have their professional kit and many other individual brushes. Also ordered the Dry and Shape, I think is what it's called. And also, I have not received them yet, but I've ordered their eyeshadow palettes, which I'm really excited to get. Don't be afraid to message me if you have any questions about Sigma. I do really like their brushes. Okay, so we're reaching the end of the barrel here. Just a few other things I wanted to mention is Benefit. Benefit is a brand that we pay quite a lot for here, and we hear a lot about their Real mascara right now. Their Real mascara. Also their Benetint blush, Posy Tint blush, the High Beam highlighter. There's a lot of great Benefit products that I would recommend, but they are quite high priced where you can get them here in Australia. Know that you can order directly from Benefit at benefit.com, I think it is. benefitcosmetics.com maybe, and they do ship internationally, and in fact they ship internationally for free until October the 26th 2011 for any orders that are over $115. So go to Benefit's website and enter that code on checkout. The code is WORLD115, WORLD 115, and that's good until the end, or the 26th of October, for free international shipping. Go there. Coastal Scents, just a couple more things about Coastal Scents. So Coastal Scents is based in America. They do all kinds of things. Makeup, the eyeshadow palettes, the gel eyeliners they're known very well for. I love them for a lot of things. So they do sell that 88 palette in the shimmer, the metallic, the warm 28 or the warm 88, the regular, all the different 88 palettes. So there's mine there. I love it. I really like it. The colors are great. I do have most of the 88 palettes. Really like it, but you can get it cheaper elsewhere, especially if you're living in Australia. All of these products are available, like those 88 palettes and the 120 palettes. They're all available from other companies like your B&H Cosmetics, Crush Cosmetics, I know, put their label on the same product, and there's another one, what's it called, Sedona Lace, I think. They do the same palette, but you can just go on eBay and look up 88 palette, or this is my 28 neutral palette that I got from eBay, and you'll pay so much less, like $10 to $15 shipped. It's the same product, trust me, it's coming from Hong Kong. Just make sure that it's got good feedback and allow for like 3 weeks delivery, but you're paying a lot less for these palettes. But I do love Coastal Scents. They do ship internationally. They're very well known for their gel eyeliners that last quite a long time, and I also like the makeup supplies that they sell, like their little empty jars. I've got some of those NYX, you know, Ultra Pearl Mania eyeshadows in a very impractical bottle. I've also got, on the way after the Urban Decay sale that they had on their website recently, some of their pigments that are in shockingly horrible containers that you cannot use. So I'm going to empty them out into just little cosmetic jars with the screw top lid from Coastal Scents. They're really good for that as well. And then finally, just back to strawberrynet.com.au. This is usually where I pick up foundation, so they definitely don't have the whole range of all cosmetics, but I've been pretty successful with foundations that I've wanted to purchase recently. So I did buy like my Shiseido sun protection foundation from them. I did get my Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua foundation from them. I think they sell quite a good range of the Estee Lauder double wear products as well. Don't be afraid to go on Strawberry Net. It's free shipping, and usually their prices are around US recommended retail pricing, so I find that very good, and I've used Strawberry Net quite a bit and would thoroughly recommend them, and would definitely say that they are guaranteed genuine product on strawberrynet.com. Let me see. Another couple of notes that I also wanted to mention for you guys. Thank you, Danny Beauty, for letting me know that another website, I think it's Tanti Cosmetics, do also do some of those harder to find drugstore products. And she also told me about Glossy, and I think GLOSSI is the name of the website. I'll post it down below again, everything that I've mentioned. Glossy do like lower price drugstore products, so things that you would find in Priceline, Covergirl, Maybelline, Revlon, you'll find those at quite cheaper prices on the Glossy website. eBay, if you are thinking about using eBay, there's nothing wrong with eBay. It's a great system where you're protected. If you use PayPal, you're protected from your purchase. So you have about 6 weeks to wait for the product. If it doesn't show up, you lodge a complaint with PayPal. I've had to do that twice out of hundreds of transactions over the years for products that haven't showed up. 2 times out of hundreds, which is not a bad batting average for me, and they'll automatically take care of it for you. You're not out of money. I've always had product arrive as described. A lot of people send tracking numbers and shipping confirmations and all that stuff. What you want to go for, eBay, is read the description carefully, so make sure you know what you're getting as far as size, that you're not getting a sample size as opposed to a full size. Always factor in shipping, and also you want to look at feedback. So look at how many transactions. I would say that if someone has over 1,000 transactions, they're a pretty good seller. They know what it's all about. They're pretty organized. It's a bit of a business for them, and they'll ship pretty quickly, that kind of thing. And look at the feedback. So for me, anything above 98 I would pretty much go for. If someone has if someone has like less than 99% positive feedback, you can look at it. You can click on the feedback stars and read people's feedback and find what their problem is. Beware, but there's lots of people who run genuine businesses on eBay. They don't have to pay rent for a bricks and mortar store, which means a lower cost to you, and it's very worthwhile. There's nothing wrong with buying online, so don't be afraid. Just look at the feedback and the number of transactions, and that'll give you a good idea of how safe that transaction is. Then on to just research what else I do online. If you're looking at products online, like all of these ones that you can't swatch in store, go to Google and Google swatches. So if you're looking for, a particular eyeshadow, type into Google, sleek sunset palette swatches. And then click on images. When you're doing your Google search, search Google images, and that'll help you come up with a few different, don't just go by one person's swatches. It's really important with the variations in lighting, camera, skin tone, flash or no flash, so many different variations. You want to look at as many different swatches of the same product as possible to decide if that's a color that you want. Some of the websites, besides the Google search, some of the websites I'd recommend to look for swatches is Temptalia. Temptalia is an awesome site for so many things. She has a wonderful foundation matrix. If you're trying to find out what color Bobbi Brown foundation you are, when you know what MAC color you are, she has a foundation matrix you can go to, and it'll tell you, you know, all the different shades that you would be given your MAC color, or whatever shade that you do already know that you are. You can find, you know, what all the other shades that would match you from all the other brands are. It's awesome. But Temptalia has a whole swatch gallery, which is helpful. Also carlasugar.net, look for that link down below, carlasugar with a K.net. Spectra.com is a website where a lot of different people come together to post pictures of their swatches. I would also recommend Makeup Alley for product reviews, makeupalley.com, just click on product reviews. I think you do need to sign up to see, you know, the whole gamut of that, but really helpful to see how many people would repurchase the product, how many people loved the product or would recommend the product, anything you can filter by age, skin type, all the relevant things that you might want to actually research you can filter by for comments. I would also recommend beautyzine.com. Beautyzine is a great site just as far as new products that are coming out. It's a really nice clean format online. You can sign up to her blog for updates, and she also has Beautyzine TV on YouTube. Don't be afraid of searching Google for different blogs. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is Australian sales sites. So if you're all familiar with the whole Groupon deal where a company wants to put forward a particular special, and you can either just, you know, buy at special prices from there. Like for example, I let you guys know about some deals on the Bella Pierre Shimmer 9 stacks recently that were available for $35 on one site, $39 on another site. I would recommend signing up for, if you don't mind going through the daily emails from them, aussale.com.au, buyinvite.com.au and brandsexclusive.com.au. They often have, you know, great deals on beauty brands. And finally, if I have not covered any brands, there are things like Makeup Forever, which are a lot harder to find. Post below if you have a spot that you really like to get Makeup Forever from, by the way. There are also sites where you can sign up for either as a one-time deal or as a subscription fee, and you can have almost, they will, you know, pay from a US account for products that you want to purchase in America from sites like Sephora or Ulta. I have not used any of these sites, so I cannot personally recommend any of them. If you have experience, however, post a comment down below so we can all read about it. Sites like myus.com/Australia will receive US products for you from places who only ship within America, and then they will forward that onto you. So parcel forwarding services. Some of those companies, as I say, do also provide like a US payment site. So some of these websites won't accept an international credit card. They won't accept an international PayPal account. So just Google those sorts of parcel forwarding companies. myus.com, I do have friends who have used that website successfully, so that's why I'm giving you that name. But check out the comments down below from anywhere else. This video has gone on for a long time, but I really hope that it's been helpful. There's a lot to cover, and hopefully there's even more to cover when you guys comment down below and help us out with what your experiences have been, so that we can get these wonderful products at reasonable prices. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you all again really soon. Bye.